Hey, boo. Woo, child. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Girl, it is a time in the land. You fix this thing, girl. So, y'all, how y'all doing today? I hope y'all are doing wonderful today. I had me a beautiful day in Zamunda today, okay? I was out late. I'm sorry, I wasn't out late. I'm here late. Earlier is what I meant to say. I was out. I went to the track earlier today, and I went to the hill because it was a beautiful day today. It was like 70. So I got to do a nail repair. So you know I come on here and I do that with y'all and everything like that and all that, girl. So I did a Juicy Tingles video. Okay, it's uploading as we speak. So if you want to join me for my lunch today, then you know you can go on over to Juicy Tingles, girl, and get you some, girl, because my lunch was good, girl. Just H2O, okay, and I don't have any kind of liquor spiked in here, no. Ooh, girl, water. Oh, look, let me tell you, let me give y'all a little tip, okay? If you want to know if you're drinking enough water, wow, see, I don't know, my forehead, child. But anyway, if you want to know if you are drinking enough water, the best way to tell, let me do this while I'm talking, your first morning pee or urine, okay, I don't, you know, urine, okay. Oh, okay. It's pee. No, but for real though, if you want to tell if you're drinking enough water, you can tell by your first morning urine, by how dark it is. For some reason, they say that urine in the morning tells the story. Okay, so if your urine is dark, then you know you're not drinking enough water. If it's light, then you know that you good to go. Okay, your urine should not be dark. It should be like a light, not yellow, a very light, okay? Now, some people's urine might be the color as the toilet water. It's so clear you can't even tell. I've had urine that was so clear before that you couldn't even tell it was, you know, drinking a whole lot of water. But you can see a tinge of color in the, you know, water when you urinate, and that'll let you know you're drinking enough water. Now, speaking of which, let me just let y'all know I had my blood work done. Y'all came along with me and saw me get my needle and all that kind of stuff and everything like that, girl. And I do have a low level, okay? My vitamin D was low, okay? My vitamin D was low, y'all. So, and I told y'all when I was on, okay, so my doctor called me and told me my vitamin D was low. Everything else was fine. So I'm back on 50,000 milligrams of vitamin D once a week. She wants me to do that for 4 weeks. And then after that, she wants me to take over-the-counter vitamin D, 2,000 a day. So I just recently started back on my vitamins, which included my vitamin D. Remember I told you I had got vitamin D, B12, fish oil, my multivitamin, all of that stuff. But I definitely wasn't taking enough vitamin D. But I had forgot last year after she told me to take the 50, I think I was on 50,000 milligrams for like 6 weeks last year. And I didn't remember until later on, way after the fact, that she had told me that I need to be on over-the-counter once I finish the prescribed amount. And I had totally forgot about it. So my level is low because I'm just now, you know, getting back out in the sun. That's why I always say, you know, go out and get yourself some natural vitamin D. I've been getting it in pretty much this summer, but I guess not enough because my levels was low from the winter, I guess. But I'm definitely getting, apparently it's not as low as it was last year. Because like I say, last year I was on it for like 6 weeks. She only got me on it for 4 weeks this time. So it's low, but maybe it's not as low as it was. So that's a good thing because I've been getting it in. Y'all been seeing, you know, me getting it in. And today I got it in. I went to the track today. I did almost a mile. There was a gym teacher out there at the time. And when I finished walking on the track, he was standing on the parking lot talking to his wife, his girl, or whoever, a girl, a lady. And he said, so how many rounds you get? And I said, I got in 3. He said, oh, wow, 4 would have made a mile. He says, because the track is like a quarter. So, yeah, he said the track is like a quarter mile. So, yeah, like a quarter mile. So he said, if you do 4 rounds around the track, that's a mile. So I said, okay, I didn't know that. So I did 3. So, you know, we taking it slow. Because the first time I did 1 round, because, you know, I was just getting started and I didn't want to take it, you know, too fast. And then the second time I had did, or the last 2 times I had did 2 rounds. And then this time I did 3 rounds. So next time I'll do 4. And y'all saw me running Saturday, girl. So girl, bye. Okay. I was getting my run on. But the only reason why I wasn't sore after I had got that run on was because I had been walking on the track. And I was getting my exercise going to the hill. Because when you go to the hill is not right there as soon as you park your car. You park your car and then you have to walk. It's like a little distance that it's not a long distance, but it's a distance. And then once you get to the hill, you got to climb the hill. So that's exercise. So I was getting that exercise in. And then, like I said, I had started walking around the track. If you were friends with me on Instagram or Facebook, you would have saw my little 60-second videos that I put up over there, you know, of me being on the track. But yeah, that's the only reason why that run didn't affect me. Like my muscles or anything was not sore at all. But because I had already been through the soreness from doing my little exercise from walking on the track and going to the hill and stuff. So that was a good thing. Because, child, I probably would have been laid up on crutches someday where if I hadn't previously had gotten some exercise in. Girl, that run, somebody told me on my comment, that run would have damn near killed me. But that was fun, though. I liked it. That run, like, it felt good. It felt really, really, really good. So, yeah. So, that's how you can tell about your urine, okay? And, also, okay, I already told y'all about the, you know, the pap smears now. They don't want you to get them for every 3 years. A girl, bye, okay? How about, something gonna be wrong. They gonna culture my stuff, okay? I'm gonna go in there and say it's itching. Maybe I got a yeast infection. Like I'm a lie. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you that I'm gonna lie to them and tell them something is going on just so that they can get up in there and look. I need to have a reason or cause for them to have to look because you know they can tell. The pap smears is for checking for cervical cancer and all that kind of stuff or whatever else they be checking for, HPV, which is cancer. But also, like the doctor was telling me, because remember I told y'all I couldn't go for my pap smear a week or so ago because of my, you know, my little monthly. And I was asking the doctor, I said, because that's right. You know, you don't come when you on your menstrual, right? Because that's something that I was told like years ago. So I was just checking with her just to make sure. And she said, yeah, that's true. She said, we can do a pap smear when you're on, but we generally don't like to because you can do the pap smear, but it's certain things that you can't see. Because, you know, when they do the pap smear, when they put that speculum in there, they're also looking. Because, you know, sometimes you can look with the eye and see certain things like cysts or warts or whatever. There's no test for that. Like they can literally visually see if something is growing right there in the midst. And she says the only thing about doing a pap smear when you're on your period is you can't visually see anything because it be covered, you know. But they can still do a pap smear. And I said, oh no, I want everything to be clear when you do my pap smear. I don't want nothing to be missed. Nothing at all. But, oh, and I didn't tell y'all, okay, I don't know if I ever told y'all about my hernia, okay? I've had a hernia in my stomach for like a long time, okay? And my hernia kind of sticks out a little bit. If you ever seen my stomach and you seen like a little bulge on one side, that's a hernia. So I'm only telling you all this because it might help somebody. Now, she was telling me, now last year I knew about this, I've been knew about the hernia. years ago when I first saw it or noticed it, they said it was just built up tissue. But then I guess as it got bigger, you know, this doctor told me that it was a hernia. So she had gave me a referral to go to get it looked at and taken care of last year. But I was scared because I'm like, you know what? If something's not broke, don't fix it. And the only thing that bothered me was the fact that, you know, I don't mind my round stomach sticking out. I mean, I do mind, but okay. But I didn't like my round stomach sticking out and then having that little bulge. So I says I'm a little embarrassed by that and I don't like it. So I thought about it and I was like, you know what? I don't want them to go in there because I don't know what they do with her. I don't know if they remove them. I don't know exactly what they do. And I didn't want them going in and touching stuff because, you know, it's like this little myth. Like they say, like, if you got cancer, and once they open it up, say like if you got cancer somewhere like in your stomach or in your breast, and they say once they go in there and open you up, it causes cancer to spread. I don't know if that is true. So don't nobody take my word for that. I'm just telling you, this used to be like the myth or the rumor that went around. Once they opened you up, cancer spreads, okay? Check with your doctor to see if that's true. But anyway, I just got to thinking all kinds of negative stuff. So I figured, you know what? It's only embarrassment that's bothering me about the hernia. It's not hurting. It's not causing me any other problems. So I said, you know what? I'm not gonna bother it. So when I was talking to her on my last visit, I was like, you know, I never went and got that hernia checked out last year because I was afraid. And she says, well, you know, she was telling me that she has a hernia too in the exact same spot where I have it at. And she said the only way that you need to be concerned about a hernia is if it becomes dark on the outside part, you know, where it's sticking out. And she said because sometimes it could twist inside, like it could grow and twist and it could cause, you know, cause pain. So she said, as long as it doesn't turn dark on the outside part, as long as it's not painful, and as long as it doesn't seem like it's getting bigger, then you really don't have to mess with a hernia. She says she has one and she don't mess with it as long as those issues don't pop up. And I says, well, no, I'm not having any of those kind of issues. But she said, if you do go and you want to get it taken care of, what they do is they will go in there and put something in there called a mesh. And, you know, they put it in there up against the hernia, and that way it doesn't stick out. Because I thought they remove them. And she says, no, only under certain circumstances they'll remove it, but generally they'll just put a mesh in there to keep it from bulging out. And then we got talking, and she was talking about, you know, she said, because I know that, you know, used to hear the lawyers on the TV all the time saying if you had a mesh implant put in and it caused you some problems, you know, come see us and we'll sue. And I'm like, yeah, I remember the mesh commercials. So I definitely don't want to go and get no kind of foreign, you know, objects or anything in my body. And she said, yeah, that's true. She said, but now they have some kind of new and improved type stuff dealing with mesh. That's not causing a problem like the other ones were, where they were suing people, well, suing doctors because of it. And she said, so it's more new and improved. But you know what? New and improved or not, every time they come out with some new and improved stuff, years later, you got them lawyers. If you ever took this medication, and if you ever got this implant, and if you, no, thank you. I'm going to just go with, like she said, as long as it's not causing any of those problems that she named, then it's okay. So I'm going to just leave it at that. I'm not, look, either you're going to take it out or we just going to leave it alone. Because I'm not with the putting the foreign objects in my body. I'm just not with that. I ain't with that at all. So anyway, so yeah, that's the deal on that. And then eye exams, you know. I can't get my eye exam until next year. It's every 2 years to get my eyes examined. I hope I'm not boring y'all, but I'm trying to share tips and things that I think can help y'all out. And also, I remember somebody okay, let me just say this, okay? Somebody was saying something. I heard a video a week or so ago, and the girl was saying something about somebody said that her private parts stink. And I'm like, wow, how would somebody know if your private parts stink? But I guess, I mean, I don't know. I guess if you went to bed from behind somebody, girl, I don't know. Well, anyway, my point is, okay, I'm not with the, you know, as far as whatever the beef was, that's not my point in bringing it up. My point in bringing it up is because, you know, a very valuable tip that I can probably share with y'all. She was saying, the person said that that her vagina stink, and she was saying that the reason why the people were saying that was because she said she does not douche. So I thought, and I was like, okay, wow, there is some very good tips that I need to share, because some people, see, it just depends on how you was raised, okay? I know we as black women were all raised that you're supposed to do a douche, you know, right after your period, and some women even was told, you know, you're supposed to do a douche after you have sex and all, you know, it just depends on how you was raised and what you was taught. We all had aunts and grandmothers and our mothers who had them big old, look like them big old water bags with the big old tube that used to hang over top of the shower. We all grew up saying that, okay? So we were taught that you were supposed to douche after your menstrual period or after sex or whatever the case. And of course your doctors tell you douching is bad. You should not have to douche. Your vagina is a self-cleaning organism, blah, 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 blah. Okay, now, that is true. Douching is bad and you should not douche. And if you eat properly and if you drink plenty of water, your pH balance will stay intact and you will not have to douche, okay? The only reason why you may feel a need to douche is if you have some, if you feel like you having a smell down there and you feel like, oh, well, let me go douche. That's why it smells, because I need to douche. No, smells does not mean you have to douche. A foul smell could mean that you have some kind of infection, whether it be a venereal disease infection or just an infection, a bacterial infection. Those could cause smells. If your pH balance is not up to par, that will cause your vagina to smell rank, okay? If you don't drink enough water, your pH balance will be off and your vagina will not smell good, okay? So, if your pH balance is intact and you know you're eating right, then you shouldn't have no issue with no smell down there. And if you do, then you need to go to the doctors. And I know that was weird for me when my doctor when I first heard doctors saying that you shouldn't douche, and I'm looking at them like, what? You shouldn't douche? And you know, I know my mama, you know, told me that you know you're supposed to do this thing, or your mama, your friends, whoever. After your period, you better douche. You know, it was just like a must. So the idea of the doctors telling me or telling us women that you shouldn't douche, that was hard to accept. Because I'm like, ew, not douche? What? Ew. But as time go on and you become wiser and you learn, you realize that you really don't have to. If you keep your pH balance up to par and you don't have any kind of diseases or infections, you shouldn't have a smell, okay? If you don't drink enough water and you go and pee, your pee's going to stink, okay? And if you're not drinking enough water, your pH balance is going to go off. So it's going to go haywire. So you're going to have a smell down there, okay? A lot of women don't know that. Now, some women is just stuck. You know, oh, no, I don't feel clean unless I douche. To each his own, okay? Some people can't break away from what they were taught. And I understand that. But, you know, it really is a self-cleaning organism. And douching after your menstrual is cleaning you out. That's getting rid of all of the waste and all of the toxins and all of the, you know, when you had sex and all of that shit. That's what your menstrual does. It gets rid of all that stuff. So you don't, in turn, after your period flushes all out, you don't have to go up in there with a douche and clean it out more. Like, it's clean as a whistle. If you notice, when you go off your period, like completely go off your period, if you put a tampon on, and I'm not trying to be nasty, I'm just trying to help somebody. If you put a tampon on and you can keep it on for the 4 hours that you're supposed to keep it on and pull it out, it'll be completely squeaky clean. Because your period, it all flows out. It's done. When it's done, it's done. You don't have to go in there and thinking you washing residue from the, you know, the blood out or any of that kind of stuff. So, in her mentioning that on her video, that made me think that, you know, maybe I should just share. So I got my nail on. Maybe I should just share that little bit of information. Douching is bad, period. Now, if you must douche or you feel like you don't feel clean unless you do douche, sit in a tub of water, put some apple cider vinegar in it, and there you go. Because that water and that apple cider vinegar will automatically go up there. But actually sticking that tube up there and doing that, that's not good. So if you feel like you want to feel extra clean, apple cider vinegar in the tub of water and sit in it. And there you go. Okay? So, there's that. But don't try to douche or smell away. If you're trying to douche or smell away that won't go away, you need to go see a doctor, okay? So, 20 minutes in. Okay, so I hope I've helped somebody. I know I'm not on here acting crazy. I was pretty much just giving some good information. And also, yeah, make sure you go follow me on Instagram. Put in your request to follow me on Instagram. My page is private, so you can't just go over there and click and be all up in there. You have to request to follow me. And if you have a legit Instagram page going on, if I feel like it's legit, then fine. The only thing that concerns me is someone had requested to follow me. They have over 3,000 followers, but no pics. And I'm like, how do you get people to follow you and you don't have any pictures? Like, I don't understand that. Maybe it's something I'm missing. But that was just a little weird to me, like 3,000 followers and 0 pictures. So I'm like, what is people following? I mean, like, if you're not posting any pics on Instagram, then what is it that people are following you for? It's nothing to see. So, yeah. So anyway, yeah, so you have to put in the request. I determine whether or not I want to accept it, and then we go from there. My Instagram is EYESMARRIEDNOW, lowercase letters, no spaces. You can go see me over on Facebook. Put in your request to follow me on Facebook, Demetria Wilson. All of my social information will be in the description box. All of my YouTube channels will be in the description box. Juicy Tingles, Makeup for Dummies, Sleepy Time ASMR, Baby Triplets, EMN Network TV. I put a video over on EMN Network TV the other day. When I was at that party Sunday, my husband's cousin's party, the guys was out there watching the game, and they were, they were going back and forth about the game and all this stuff about OJ and all of that. It was just guy talk, but it was hilarious. They was talking a lot of cash shit. So if you want to see that, go over to EMN Network TV. I'll put the video in the description box if you want to see it. It was funny to me to watch them guys go back and forth about the game, fussing and carrying on about the game, and then they got talking about OJ and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. Just go in the description box and you'll see all my channels. Do yourself a favor, girl. Check them out. If you like, hit subscribe. Hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button. That way you be notified, girl. If you don't like, then okay, no problem. I understand. Everything ain't for everybody. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. And everybody ain't my cup of tea. And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But, yeah. All right, y'all. So let me get ready to get off of here. And, I will see you all on the next video. I hope that I have shared some helpful information. Oh, and one other thing. I talked to my girl, Miss Carrie. Y'all know my good girlfriend, Miss Carrie. Child, I found her phone number and I called her up, girl. Yes, I did. So we had a nice little conversation, and so yeah, she's doing fine. She got some personal whatever going on, but all in all, she's okay from the hurricane situation, and she's not sick or anything like that, so that's a good thing. So, I just wanted to let y'all know that I spoke to her, and all is good in the neighborhood, and I'm happy. Hope y'all are happy. I got to go to Walgreens, back to Walgreens. I was just at Walgreens yesterday, but then, like I said, they called me later on and told me about the vitamin D situation, so I got to go back and pick up my my 50,000 milligrams of vitamin D. So, and having low vitamin D can cause some of the problems that I was having. So, like the lady had told me on my comment section, if you're having issues with energy and fatigue and depression and all that kind of stuff, get your blood levels checked. Because you could be, low in something, which could cause you to have those problems. One of the reasons why you could have some of those problems. So, I thank y'all. I love y'all. Y'all my peeps and my peepers. Hey, boo. And I will see y'all. Girl, I got to go. I got to go home, girl. Girl, bye.